Hello. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One sec. What was that? Hello? There we go. My screen was going crazy. What the heck? It's because I moved too much? Is my monitor not strong enough for me? Of all of this... Oh, maybe it... Oh, wow, okay. Okay, got it. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. Jesus. Give me 1 second. What the heck? It's fine now. I guess it's just because there's just too much stuff on my screen. Maybe. Alright, we'll work with this and see how it goes. But hello! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Vermillion, but you can call me Kaicho. I feel like it's been a while since I actually did like a regular radio stream / Zatsu, so very exciting stuff. I hope everyone is well. Let me know about the volume. Is volume okay? Maybe I'll make this a little lower. There we go. Welcome to the radio stream. "1.5-year-old Villian, Yonyo, thank you so much for remembering me. Thank you. Rabbit. Yes, indeed. Somewhere out there, out there somewhere, it must be October now, which is crazy. October, that's awesome. Happy October, happy spooky month. Hope you guys have a good day. Have a good month. Hopefully this month is only good to you. And matcha latte, welcome to the villainship. You know what? It's funny because I had a matcha latte today. I actually had one. It was very tasty. I feel like matcha is good, especially when you put in like a lot of sugar in it. You know? You put in a lot of sugar, the medicine goes down. Tio, thank you so much for remembering me. Tio, now yay, hope you're having a good day. Yeah. I think so. I'm a little sleepy, but that's because I slept late yesterday. That's my fault. But it's finally good to be back and to be doing a radio stream with you guys. It's been a long time coming. I actually really like radio streams. I think it's especially for people, what I like about radio streams, especially at this time, is that, you know, in the night it's good for people who needs to go to sleep. In the day it's good for people who needs to, you know, maybe like listen to something while working, which is totally understandable, by the way. Khan, thank you so much for the super. Hi Kaicho, haven't seen you in a while, been studying for pharmacy licensing. Can I get a good luck? Yeah, of course you can. Good luck with pharmacy licensing. It's interesting because my one of my acquaintances is a pharmacist, and I never really understood what exactly they did. I just know that, you know, people in the pharmacy, just you go up and be like, hello, this is what I need, and they're like, oh, I got you, no problem, and they just like find the stuff and quickly make it. Really impressive. You're doing really good work, really good work. So good luck, I'm sure it'll work out. Peach Silva, thank you so much for remembering me. 15 months, that's your lucky number. 15 is your lucky number. My favorite number is 37 for no particular reason, but yes indeed, good luck for this upcoming month. Thank you so much, Peach Silva. Thank you. Kanuna, thank you so much for 22 months. I enjoy your radio streams too. I'm glad it's back. Tuning in while I work. Exactly. I think this is a good kind of stream to tune in to your work. Now, in case you guys haven't been to one of my radio streams before, all it really is basically I will be talking to you, basically like a radio, but I'll be reading your submissions. So none of it's really me. I'll just be making a little bit of commentary. I thank you so much for the past 2-3 days of submissions. I looked through, you know, and then I randomly chose a couple because there was a lot of submissions this time around. I guess it's because it's been a while, but I really do appreciate how many submissions came in. I randomly selected a couple, and of course, I filtered out things that, you know, probably shouldn't be shared on stream. Though, having been said, I still kept a couple, which are, dare I say, a little, I mean, you guys saw the title of the stream, right? It's crazy. So some of the submissions were like, whoa, yo. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? My name is Ver, and welcome to the moonlit, or I guess you can say sunlit, depending on where you are, comfy radio stream. First submission. Hi Ver, I'm not sure if you'll ever read this, but I wanted to share one moment I deeply cherish. I'm a student and school has been overwhelming. No rest, no friends to talk to, no time to eat, not being able to watch VODs or open Twitter. Exam month nearly killed me. One day I opened Twitter for a quick break and your post was the first thing I saw. It was long, but I read all of it. For several weeks, I remained strong, but because of you I finally cried and was able to let out all of my exhaustion. Your words felt like a warm hug. Despite your own busy life, you still managed to be there, and that meant the world to me. Actually, after the incident, I rested up and worked extra harder. Paid off because I'm an honor student. Okay. Thank you, Vermillion. You may not know me, but you helped me more than you'll ever realize. You're saving lives just by being yourself. I'm so proud to know you, and I'll always support you. You're the best. Well, thank you so much for the submission. An honor student is being, that's awesome. I don't think I was ever really an honor student. I'm not that smart. I'm just a kid. I'm just a dude. Not a kid. I'm too old to be a kid. But I don't know which post you're referring to, but my entire purpose when it comes to streaming, when it comes to tweeting or whatever, is really just trying to give you guys a piece of my thoughts, and of course trying to entertain you guys as much as I can. And if by doing so you guys are able to feel happy and really, get something out from it and feel that motivation, then honestly, that's the kindest thing you could say to me. Really, it really is. So I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. And I'm kind of debating whether I should keep the music on or off. Maybe I'll actually do like this. Yeah, I'll like turn it on and off here and then. Next submission. I had this one crazy situationship. We met from Discord. We were also like 8 years apart too. And after talking for 2 weeks, she flew over to me and spent a week in my city. Wait. 8 years apart? Whoa, okay. It was nice at first, but then after a while, I ended things with her because of miscommunication, and I realized I don't think I could ever do long distance. But then I found that she used ChatGPT to respond and to end things with me. I read it like that because it's all caps. Also tried to go after other people. We were exclusive, but holy. Tried to go after one of my friends. And was apparently on her second divorce. It didn't help that I had to find out from one of my friends that she's still living with her soon-to-be ex. Okay. It got worse because I found out she has a criminal record. Sorry, I was trying to keep my soft voice, but holy moly. She has a criminal record too. I don't know the full details, and I really don't want to. I understandably. But yeah, so basically I dodged a bullet. Yeah, sounds like you did. What the? Anyways, I love you there. Thank you for being there when I was going through this rough ass patch in my life. You're welcome. I was gonna say, like, 8 years apart, and even then they flew out to meet you. I was like, okay, all right, you know what? I root for you guys. But then I was like, ChatGPT to respond. I'm like, okay, that's probably a little insincere, but it's okay, I guess. And they're like, tried to go after other people during exclusive. I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy. And they tried to go after one of my friends. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. And then second divorce. Wow. The criminal record was kind of the icing. Wow, that's insane. Well, thank you so much for the submission, and good luck with your dating life. My only advice is pull out before it's too late, I guess. Damn, that's crazy. Next submission. I have a friend that's very close to me, and we joke around a lot. My friend was telling me to get better undergarments since I only wear comfy ones. In case you guys... Oh. Sorry. My bad. Forgot to pause it. Let me try again. I have a friend that's very close to me, and we joke around a lot. My friend was telling me to get better undergarments since I only wear comfy ones. In case you guys don't know what undergarments is, because you guys are, too young, it's panties. Yes, underwear. We were in a mall and she dragged me thinking it was a normal underwear store, but it was lingerie. Okay. She got embarrassed and I dragged her away while laughing. Thought that was it, but she brought it up again after a while when we were walking around. For context, we both wear glasses, but my eyesight is worse than hers. She looked down from the 4th floor and started pointing out a store on the 2nd floor, telling me the underwear there are cute. I was confused because there weren't any stores that sold undergarments. I asked, is it near the baby clothes shop? Because that was the only store I saw. She froze, then we both laughed so hard that when we both realized she was pointing at the baby clothes store the whole time. She thought it was the undergarment store. Yeah, I see. We still joke about it. Baby store and undergarment store. What sort of... How... AB store attendant. The resemblance is, I guess, uncanny. As I was gonna say, I could never walk into a Victoria's Secret. It's terrifying to me. Like, I have this. Well, first of all, not. There's no reason for me to walk in one. But if I were to walk in one, I feel like I just wouldn't have any idea where to put my eyes. Be like, if I look at someone else, that'll be rude. But if I look anywhere else, it's just lingerie, and I'm like, I don't know what to like. Even the mannequins are like all dressed up. I'm like, do I look? Where do I? What's? You don't buy some for yourself? Next submission. Oh, nice to meet you, Frankie. Nice to meet you. So I pole dance as a hobby. Actually, what if I play around with the audio a bit? Maybe like this. Just maybe lower ends. Yeah, let's do that. So like this. Let's do that. So I pole dance as a hobby. That's pretty cool. I live in a relatively small city, so the studio I practice at is the only one in the area. Okay. Every summer there is a big art fair in the middle of downtown, and my studio will always have a booth there to advertise the studio. And they bring a stage pole and tell all current students to stop by and hang out, do some tricks on the pole if they want to. Oh, that's cool. I guess that's okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. One year when I was going to the art fair, I stopped by the booth and hung out for a couple of hours with some of the instructors and my other friends, thinking nothing of it. Imagine my shock when I come into work the next day and the first thing I get asked by my direct manager is, "Hey, were you at that pole dancing booth at the art fair this weekend?" Oh god. How do you even... Oh no. Oh no. Dude, how do you even... Oh no. One sec. There we go. So I panicked and couldn't lie, so I said, yes, that was me. And you saw nothing, Greg. And thankfully he was very chill about it and said it was really cool, but I don't think I've ever been in a more embarrassing situation at work in my life. Honestly, if some people in work found out I was a streamer, a VTuber, there's no way they're gonna stop talking about that. Can you imagine the conversations? Hey Ver, how was your stream? Hey Ver, how was your... And that's why whenever I do tell my friends that I'm a streamer, I'm like, please don't tell anyone else. If you tell anyone else, I'll probably die of embarrassment. It would be terrible. Can you imagine the dinners? Hey Ver, hey, how was your... Oh, I'm sorry, are you busy? Oh, you're preparing stream? Oh, I'm sorry. So, what kind of streams are you doing? I'm like, I'm about to, read some interesting confessions by my viewer. Or I'll be like, I'm about to do boyfriend ASMR. And they're like, oh, wow, what kind of... Can you imagine? Not that I have done boyfriend ASMR in like ages, but you know what I mean? That's crazy. That'd be crazy. Have they seen my streams? My colleagues? Oh, I don't. They have no idea. They have no idea. Imagine they watch you and as a maid. I don't even wanna. But yeah, pole dancing. Pole dancing is cool. Like if you see like, I guess professional pole dancers, it's actually quite awesome. Like, yes, it's sexy, but I feel like it's because it's sexy that is actually kind of cool. It's like, like very girl power kind of things. Because like the amount of leg strength you need. Oh, can you imagine like swinging on a pole? I could barely hold myself on a pole. That's very incredible though. It's an awesome hobby. I'm sure I'm glad that your manager wasn't weird about it. Hey yo, Ver pole dancing arc? No. Next submission. On my first day at college, I found a friend who is very much on the same frequency as me, as he likes VTuber, likes manhwa, likes playing games, and likes yaoi. Happy to hear it. Happy to hear it, buddy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is very rare in my place, especially because he's a straight guy. We're very close friends and often talk about many things, but he seems to be a bit obsessed with me. When he talks to the other people, he is jealous and angry, but when he talks to other people too, he ignores me. I don't have any other friends besides him. What should I do? Oh man. What kind of manhwa or what kind of games does this guy play? Like Yandere Simulator or something? Or like some crazy ass game like, yo, it's like if I can't have you. If I can't have you. That's crazy. What kind of manhwa do I wonder? Well, my advice I guess would be try to maybe he just doesn't have other friends. Maybe he's just a lonely guy. I don't know. Like, maybe it's... yeah, because he's a straight guy. I don't know. Maybe he's just very lonely. It's hard to say. I mean, I guess it's kind of like... it's for me... okay, first of all, this lag is starting to kind of annoy me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and... give me a second. It's been lagging for a bit now, and I don't know why. I think it's because of my monitor frame rate. I need to get my proper monitor out. So give me 1 second. Oh my god, look at that! In 60 FPS! Alright, it's not as sexy as before, but I think we'll work with this for now. Because that lag is really annoying. There we go. Whoa, daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Go nighttime. There we go. But yeah, I feel like it really depends on... You shouldn't ever feel like you're constrained to a person and be like, if I don't talk to this person, I feel, I feel like I'm being mean to them, something like that. That's never a good thought to have. So try to just be comfortable. Be as comfortable as possible. That's my 2 cents. Having been said, I don't really have many friends. So take my advice as a very, very, very fine grain of salt. Man, making friends is one thing. Keeping friends is so difficult, man. Lonely kaiji, it do be like that. Off topic, which is normally not okay. By the way, you always keep topic, but you have tips on studying? Just honestly, dude, honestly, you know what it is. You know honestly what it is. Just sit down and study. I feel like I say this in the nicest way possible. Here's my actual advice from a person who completed several rounds of studying from all the way from preschool all the way to grad school. Just gotta sit down and study, just log in. I found that people who have trouble studying always have excuses, right? They're always like, oh no, I couldn't do this because of, my back hurts or something. Oh, I couldn't do this because I was hungry, I had a stomachache, yada yada. Just bringing my Uncle Ver out. You know what? Hiya, just sit down and do the study. Hiya, don't make me bring out my chankala, my la chankala, yama. You know what I mean? I think for math, it's really just grinding it. You really just gotta know the formulas and know how to apply it. Practice problems. Practice problems. Productive procrastination. You know what's funny? Because during my study times, it's funny. It's always like, every time it's time for me to study, suddenly I'm looking around my room. I'm like, oh my god, my room is dirty. I need to clean that. Oh, I can't study until I clean my room. Like, I do be like that though. It's not easy, I know. Alright, next submission. You can do this, you can do this. I just thought of ADHD as a nightmare. Oh, same. I have ADHD too. I was diagnosed a couple months ago, and it was... I mean, I always knew I had it, but I got officially diagnosed a couple months ago. I'm like, oh. Oh boy, at least I'm acknowledged for it. Anyway. When my husband and I first started dating, one of our first big trips was to this oceanside city that was known for lovely views and beaches. During one of the days we were there, we did a mini hike to this cliffside that had a single bench overlooking the ocean. It was a beautiful day, and so I asked to sit and look at the scenery for a bit. As we were sitting there, this older woman came up to us, looked at me, and out of nowhere said, "My, aren't you two romantic?" Before smiling and walking off without another word. I got so incredibly flustered that I just made gibberish noises for a bit. We've been together for almost a decade now, and it still makes us chuckle to think about. Especially now that I don't get flustered easily since we've been together so long. Oh, by the way, he takes me to my meet and greets and holds all the merch I buy of Kaicho at conventions. Aw, that's sweet. I like a good husband who supports their wife's oshi, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like there's always that kind of beauty of the first dates memories and things like that. Or, you know, like not even first date, but like during dating, like the first big moments that kind of reinforces how much you like this person. That's really cute though. Mini hike to the cliffside, looking across the ocean. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The clouds are beautiful. And then this older woman is like, "My, aren't you too romantic?" That older woman was the best third wheel, the best best wing woman of all time, and pushed you guys to a decade together. Gotta give her a trophy. Oh my god. Alright, next submission. I'm a huge freak. This is the submission, by the way. This is not me. It's not me. I'm not talking. It's not me. It's the submission. I'm a huge freak who likes hosts more than anything in the world. I go to host clubs and mencon. What is a mencon? Mencon. What's a mencon? Mencon. That's not an actual thing, is it? I don't think that's an actual thing. Men's con? Just a convention for men? And collect host checkies. I like to read about hosts. My heart races when I play host dating games in my spare time. I like to dress like a host. Huh? And breathe heavily while looking at myself in the mirror. Oh, it's apparently a copy pasta / copy pasta. I just really like hosts. I have a host club AU for every fandom I've ever been in. And then some. I love hosts. Wait, every fandom are so in your worlds, in your alternate universe, am I a host? Question mark? Am I Ojo-sama? Wait, no. That's different. A butler cafe and a host sama is different, right? Host is like it's like the guy who it's like you go to a bar and then this handsome guy is like, "Hey, thanks for choosing me. Okay, well, if you buy this super expensive akasupa for me, I'd be very helpful, very happy. In fact, you will probably be #1 on my list. Oh, is that an Akasupa? Thank you so much, girl. Baby girl. Something like that, right? It's accurate? It's pretty accurate, right? It's pretty accurate. Never been to one, obviously. Nor have I been to like a hostess club, or I guess never have I been to a club in general. I had a pretty boring life. I've never been clubbing. But while my friends were all out clubbing and drinking, I was indoors playing games like Undertale. So yes, I was clearly had the upper hand here. I had the better life here, obviously. But good on you for loving hosts. You know, express your love. You know, go crazy, go crazy. I don't know. Clubs are just too loud for me. While they were partying, you were studying the blade. Indeed. I was studying the way of mercy. My life's next submission. My life story hasn't been easy, but I'm slowly getting into a better, more peaceful life. I was in a place of anxiety and fear, but when I started watching your streams, I found a way to smile through the hardships. Now, I'm living in my own place and doing more for myself. But I don't think I would have gotten this far if I hadn't discovered your channel and found a way to smile again. So thank you, Vermillion of NIJISANJI EN. Hiya, why you make me blush like that? Hiya, you think you sugar-coated words and make me happy? Hiya. I think what I will say is I mean, it means a lot to me that you said that. I think what I do strive to be as a streamer is to be your comfort streamer. I know I am not the perfect person and I make mistakes. I say things I probably shouldn't, or do things I probably shouldn't. But I'm trying my best to be someone who you guys can always come to and be like, oh, well, that was kind of nice. Yeah, I feel good. I feel nice. I feel all charged up for the next day, something like that. So hearing that from you is it means a lot to me, especially because I've been streaming for almost 3 years now. I've been around for a while. I've seen you guys grow up. I've seen some of you guys graduate. I've seen some of you guys become adults, which honestly begs the question, why the hell were you watching me when you were underage? But it means a lot to me that you stuck around, so thank you for those words. But yeah, seriously, why? I probably said so many bad things. Next submission. Hi there. Sorry, this isn't a submission, but a confession. Okay? Confess to me. I don't know where else to write this. Unless you think it's cute, then it can be one, I guess. I don't even know if you'll ever even see this, but I recently discovered you and binged watched some of your videos. I was surprised. You felt very relatable and mature. Mature? Yeah, I'm super mature. Well, I guess compared to the rest of, well, basically any VTuber out there, yeah, I guess so. No, shots fired! Pew pew pew! I like that you're witty and a little silly and just all around cute. Yeah, Also, your song is so good, by the way. It's been taking over my Spotify. Stream it, by the way. Hey, I'll be fine. I just hold my hand. It's on Spotify. Never thought I would ever do something like this, but I think you're my ideal type. I know it's maybe unrealistic to shoot my shots. And in parentheses they write, I'm very cute though, if you're interested, curious. Yo, where's the proof? Where's the proof? But I just wanted to let you know that you're doing amazing. Congrats on being done on your exam. I'm in a similar boat with a different professional exam right now, so I get it. Lots of love, proud of you. Serious though, if you want to go on a blind date with a cute girl... Yo, chat. Yo, am I stupid to skip on this opportunity? Yo, is this God? Did God just give me an opportunity? Is it? Yo, am I? Would I be dumb to miss upon it? This is crazy. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Wow. Don't fumble. Yo, I'm shaking. I've never been like. Wow, on my radio stream too. That's crazy. Yeah, you call me later, okay? We could have an exclusive meet and greet, just you and I. Or they fly you out? That's kind of crazy. You know what's really bad? I started to remember that other submission about that one Discord person who had criminal as a criminal record. Anyway, thank you so much for your submission. And if it was actually, you know, if you really meant that, all I'm gonna say is thank you so much for your heartfelt confession. And of course, that makes me very happy. Only thing I would say is I am a very what should we call it? I'm a communal boyfriend. All right, moving on. Next submission. Hi Kaicho and Villians. So I used to have a crush on this boy. Emphasize on boy rather than man. Not gonna lie, biggest mistake of my life. Oh, you know this is gonna be good. He was my first crush in a while, and I was so infatuated with him that I would go beyond to get brownie points. Keep it short, it was a smooth sailing progression up until he showed his true colors and basically started to treat me like a shot, to the point I forgot myself because he kept telling me to change. One thing I'm grateful for from this experience was that it taught me that I should never change myself for an immature loser and seek love from someone who can't even love himself. Oh, preach! Preach! After I ended our friendship, I lived by the motto, if he don't make me swoon like how I melt simply from receiving a compliment from a girl, then he ain't worth it. And this keeps me sane and happy and away from guys like him. Love you, Kaicho. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like your conviction there, Anon. Thank you. Thank you for the submission. I think that's a good lesson. Anon just taught a good lesson to all of us, chat. My Villians, right? It's like, you know, don't settle for less. And also, don't date a gaslighter. That's crazy. Oh, yo, my, yeah. Next submission. Hi, I don't know if this counts as wild, but when I started my corporate America job, there's a guy a couple years older than who went to the same school as me. I started seeing him in the office, and one day the two of us got dinner. Okay. It was mostly friend-colleague vibes because it was our first time hanging out, but we talked a lot, had common interests, and he was a gentleman. After that, we weren't talking, you know, like quote-unquote talking, but there'd be a few messages here and there, and I started having a crush on him. A few months later, my manager announced she's leaving the company and they're doing interviews for her position. At this point, I was getting a bit worried. She let me in on who the final candidates were, and one of them was the guy. I thought there's no way. What are the chances that he gets the position? Being Delulu was like power imbalance? But I have great luck and he ended up getting it and I became my manager. Anyway, that ruined it for me and couldn't see him in the same way again. Wait. Hold up. There's like... I could think of like already like 5 K-dramas that is all about this power imbalance, right? Like the guy's the boss, the girl works for him. The guy's like, you call this a proper, you know, work product? Psh, 다시 해와, do it again. And she does it again. And then you're working late nights, and he's like, and then he actually comes out from his office and sees you working late nights, and he's like, wow, she's working so hard for me? Oh my god. And he's like, hey, wanna go get some dinner? That's only fun if it's fiction. Ow. Well, then next submission then, I guess. Let me dream, okay? When I think about it, my quote-unquote superiors are all like... Well, I think literally all of them are married. And also like twice my age. Next submission. I'm in a long-distance situationship of around 2 years with a VTuber. Does the VTuber know? I've never felt this way towards anyone before, but I'm not sure it will work. He never tells me his feelings, and he doesn't really ignore me either, but I'm not sure how I can tell if he actually likes me or not. I have met him, and he displayed affectionate behavior towards me. Maybe he did so he wouldn't hurt my feelings. He thinks we shouldn't move too fast due to us not being in a good place financially. I just can't tell if I'm dragging it on for my own benefit, which could be distracting, especially because he is in college. Wait. She's not, you're not talking about me? I thought you were talking about me, but I already graduated. Yo, now I'm jealous. What the hell? That's crazy. What if he doesn't wait for me while I work on myself to be... Okay, wait, but okay. On a low-key serious note though, if it isn't me, which, I mean, if it's me, that's fine. But if you're talking about another VTuber, like, wait. Oh, I get it. You actually met this VTuber, like, actually. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, you basically just met the streamer. Okay. At least I think that's what it is. I see. That makes more sense. It's basically a Discord friend, essentially. Well, the first things first, you're gonna check if they have a criminal record. Oh, man. I self-inserted? Shut up. He thinks we shouldn't move too fast due to us both not being in a good place financially. I just can't tell if I'm dragging it on for my own benefit, which could be distracting, especially because he's in college. What if he doesn't wait for me while I work on myself to be financially better off so we could live together? Is he playing with me? Should I just end it? I love him so much though. I feel so empty and melancholic whenever I think about not being with him. I have my plugins every night. Ah! Thank you so much for your submission. And actually, so okay, admittedly, I thought at first was kind of a joke post, but then I realized if this is actually a serious post, which I think it is, here's a couple of things I will say. Being a VTuber is hard, especially when it comes to the relationship parts. And I say this not only for the VTuber, mainly for the partner. Can you imagine having a partner who's dating a VTuber? Every day, the VTuber will be like, "Hey babe, I need to go kiss for Aka's. Just give me a second. Mwah. Oh yeah, no, sorry babe. That's just, no, that's for, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." But more importantly, there's the issue of it being long distance and the fact that you have been dating them for about 2 years now. I think the fact that you do still have feelings for him or her, could be a them, honestly. Oh no, he said, no, it says he. So, the fact that you still have feelings for him definitely warrants, in my opinion, for you to not necessarily break up with him. Having been said, the fact that you did say that he never tells me his feelings does concern me a little. Maybe you guys should have a good talk. Maybe you guys are kind of at different places in your life, right? You know, he's in college, you're making money. Or, you know, financially making yourself better. So have that talk. Have that talk. I think that's important. Communication between partners is the most important thing. Even if that, you know, partner happens to be an anime 2D man. Hey, 2D anime men have feelings too, you know? Next submission. The new school year has started. From the beginning, I have been smothered in affection from my students. I'm rather surprised because they're middle schoolers, but I have received daily snacks, cute drawings, hugs, and even a pair of earrings. A student of mine explained she bought because they reminded her of me. To add to it, this week my mother went on vacation, so it would have been rather lonely, but my students have been helping me handle the silence of my house, because I look at all their gifts and think of their laughter and voices. I hope my students' affection towards me is a sign that I'm doing the correct things and being a good teacher for them. I mean, 100%. First of all, thank you so much for your hard work as a teacher. I know it's not easy, but thank you so much for helping, you know, young people like your students to further their education and to expand their horizons. That's crazy. That's awesome. I could never. That's impressive. As for the fact that, you know, they gave you gifts, I mean, yeah, I mean, like if it was like, you know, like preschool, I'd be like, you know, it's just, you know, kids being kids. But middle schoolers, I don't know about you, chats, you know, but when I was in middle school, I was an edgy boy, you know, I was edgy, I was puberty, I wasn't thinking about giving gifts to my teachers. I was like, no, I'm like, the teacher should be, you know, like making me feel better because the world is unfair against me and the school system is broken. A school? That's just another word for a prison, and homework is our sentence. You know, I was that kind of kid. I feel like middle schoolers, you know, giving you daily snacks and cute drawings is crazy. I don't remember drawing at all. I think the only drawings I had in middle school was like doodles. They hug you too in middle school? Oh my god. I'm clearly are doing something right. You're clearly doing something right. So good on you. Good on you, Anon. Listening to My Chemical... Nah, I was a Green Day boy. Don't wanna be an American idiot. Alright, next submission. Hi Kaijo, back in 2023, I went on my very first Japan trip. Oh, it's a great place. Japan is the country where I've always wanted to travel, and I was with my bestest friends. Sounds exciting, right? So what made this story wild or funny? Every day something went terribly wrong during the trip. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Day 1. My friend picked me up from the airport, and there she gave me my first ever kaicho pape. Oh, that's great! Then we leave back to our place. At our place is when I realized I lost the ver pape. Well, at least one of us is in Japan right now. Day 2, it was shopping day, and I mistakenly left my passport at my friend's place, so everything was not tax-free. Oh, that sucks! That does suck, I'm not gonna lie. Day 3, Disneyland Day, and it was the happiest place in the world. Well, not unless every single one of the good rides are closed for maintenance. That reminds me of my Disney trip. Went to Disney Sea, and Rapunzel was closed, unfortunately, and so was the Indiana Jones, which was actually really upsetting. I did kind of want to go to those, but on the bright side, what that meant was I actually had more time to just kind of walk around and enjoy the area. So, you know, look at the bright side, right? Disney is still pretty awesome. Day 4, we were supposed to take a bullet train to Osaka. But at the station, we realized my friend brought the wrong dated tickets. Don't worry, you got it fixed. Okay, that's good, that's good. And day 5, which is apparently where it was the worst of them all. Me and my friend was in Osaka. Let's call her A. We were staying at her other friend's place, who was studying in Osaka. Let's call her B. So A and Anon were at B's place in Osaka. On the day we had to fly back to Tokyo, B had to be up early to go to her school for a school festival. So me and A woke up to say goodbye to her, and then she left and we went back to bed. We woke up again to head to the airport, and as we're walking to the train station, A, so Anon's friend, realized she left her phone at B's place. Your friend forgets her phone, and you know they also bought the wrong tickets for the bullet train. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, like, it's kind of a klutz. Let's see here. Her phone had the plane tickets. Oh jeez. Oh, yo, Maya. Oh my god, okay. Uncle Vera is coming back out. Holy moly. We rushed back, trying to figure out how to get in the apartment. A resident helped us with our broken Japanese. Then we had trouble with the pin code on B's door, tried calling B. No one answered, so we had to call B's mom to give us the code, grab the phone, and then we made it to our flight. Okay, so you actually did make it though. But wow, every single one of those days were wow. So nothing. There was not a single day where like only good happens. Oh man, that's crazy. I'm glad that you made the flight at least. But listen, I'm clumsy too. I sometimes forget my keys and stuff. But holy shit. Well, be careful. Wow, especially like personally, right? Like I'm gonna be honest. Like in my opinion, like I forget my keys, or you know, I forget my earphones, things like that. But if it comes to things like, you know, like taking care of other people, like if my forgetfulness impacts other people, I would probably never forget. Those things are kind of important. Take responsibility, girl. But I'm glad that you made it out. Okay. Next submission. Hi Bear, I kind of wanted to share a story on how I found you and reasons why I'm a fan. Around the time you debuted your design, it looked really interesting and I was like, oh, you're really cool, so why not take a gander? Well, into your streams and outfit after outfit, your design got so interesting and you're very entrancing to watch. Especially the way your personality is with infectious joy, sass, and sweetness. What the sass? I don't know what you're talking about. What I mean sass? Really shows how much of a genuine person you are and how much you care for not only the people in your way, but also your fans and the rest of NIJISANJI EN. And oh my gosh, your Twitter posts are hilarious every time I see one. I always crack up laughing, and especially your friendship Pio is so sweet. Your voice and that cover with Mellow Coco. Mellow Coco! Mellow Coco was awesome. Your friendship with her is also really good. I just wanted to say you really made me feel like your streams are a safe place and made me proud to be a collector of Pokemon, anime, and etc. Thank you so much for your thank you so much for your submission. Yeah, of course it's a safe place. We're talking about the only things I'll judge are the things that are actually judge-worthy, which is of course up to me. But I'm pretty magnanimous. I'm pretty, I guess, can say open-minded when it comes to most things. I'm glad that I made you feel that way, and thank you so much for taking a check out on me. Next submission. Maybe I'm oversharing a little bit, but whatever. That's a great way to start a story. I feel like any good story starts with, maybe I'm oversharing a little bit. And if someone says that, I'm like, I'm seated. Back when I was younger, I thought I was great and could do anything, even though sometimes it didn't end well. I felt so happy, like in a Ghibli movie, until one mistake completely broke me. And no matter how well I did, I never felt satisfied. I kept pushing myself to be the best, planning everything, not letting myself rest, and ended up unable to enjoy life at all. Looking back, I was never perfect. In fact, the me now is actually better. I realized that sometimes the real problem is the overthinking we create ourselves. We care too much about what others think, even people who don't notice us. I've learned that we should keep moving forward on our own path, with our plans and goals, but not forget to enjoy the moments like when we were kids. Breathe, take a step, and take a break when you're tired, because a foggy mind can hide the flowers already blooming right in front of you. Happiness often comes in the simplest ways. Hey, yeah, thank you so much for your submission, Anon. I agree with that. I think there is something to be said about the memories of writing is fire. Yeah, no, they ate with this. There's something to be said about childhood memories. There's like a game that I played when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. And then apparently their server was still open, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a day and maybe I'll give it a try. I played it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually not having fun at all. And then I realized maybe it wasn't so much the game that I enjoyed, right? Or rather, that moment, you know? That moment in time when we were kids, just kind of doing whatever we wanted. Yeah, no, exactly, you just grow up. And the thing is, I had like this, one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite pastimes ever was just kind of sitting down and just like writing. Writing about random things, thinking about random stuff. You know, thinking about creating characters in my head and having them interact. You know what was funny? I made my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Fanfictions in my head. It was super cool. I had like different characters, you know, like have like their own custom cards, you know, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With each other. I was that crazy, you know, I was that imaginative. Nowadays, when I sit down and try to just do that, I get sleepy. I get tired. I'm like, oh man, I could be working instead. I could be reading something. I could be, exercising. I could be self-improving, things like that, And I feel like, wow, that's fine. I feel like self-improvement is also so important. It's also important to, like Anon said, it's sometimes just kind of sit down and take a breath. Try to forget about your deadlines, forget about things that are about to come, and just kind of immerse yourself into the things that you really enjoy. That's what I think. What do you guys think? What does my chat think about that? I think so. I forget that often, TPH. Yeah. And that is totally understandable in my opinion. Reminds me of Tumblr post. Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. You know you're talking to someone who's around your age when they say Tumblr. I said something like, we don't enjoy life as adults compared to when we were kids. Because as children, we lived in the moment and everything else is a memory. Yeah, I guess so. Skipping reality? I wouldn't even say that. It's like, as a kid, your reality was just basically do whatever you enjoyed. It's a little hard now, but I think there's still a way to do it. I think if we just try hard enough, almost. Or I guess in a sense, just don't try hard and try to just really relax. Maybe one day. Yeah, adults need to have some whimsy too. Yeah. Hey, Kaiser just called me. Don't worry. I'm old enough to legally call you guys old. Yes. Yes. It was simpler then? Simpler times. But the thing is, and I think this is kind of a cute little open topic to have with you guys, but like, is there anything that you guys are happy of being able to do as an adult that you weren't able to do as a child? Like, if I can start, I think, living alone, honestly. Living with my parents were obviously great, and I love my family, but there is something about just kind of
soda pop from Saja Boys.
No, shut up. Thank you so much for the super though. Sit down. I'm trying to talk about something. Yeah, being able to kind of just like sit down and just do my own little adult thing, My family's great. I love my parents, but always having to, like it's very small. It's very small. It's a very small thing, but it's like kind of things like being able to play games alone, right? Without my parents monitoring me. Those kind of small things. Buying things you want, grab a merchandise, eating cake for any meal. I know, right? Yo, I was like, my mom puts the cookies and she hides the cookies. I love being independent. Now we just need financial independence and I'll be set. Oh god, I felt that. But yeah, having my Kaicho shrine, oh, that's the best way to spend independence, yeah. Having a shrine of, me. Going out on my own, I was so sheltered and my parents were overprotective. Yeah, being able to just go out, go to cafes, go with friends without any monitoring. For sure, man. Watching VTubers at 4 a.m. Not gonna lie, I don't watch VTubers until 4 a.m, but being able to sleep whenever I want to. See, chat? There's, back then was nice, but it's not to say that now is not nice. So we just really gotta focus on the small little things, and maybe then we could find happiness. I may be sleep deprived, but I'm happy. You know what? Pretty much me. I may be sleep deprived, I may be tired, I may be sleeping at 2 a.m, I may be, like waking up too early. But I'm happy. All right, thank you so much for that time. Let me get back to the submissions. Oh, and a quick word of just so you guys know, it's actually a chat rule to not chat rule to not at people. So like don't at accounts. Basically like don't talk with yourselves. Keep that in the backline. So for chat, yeah. So that's just the chat rule in case you guys are wondering why you guys are keep getting deleted. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to point it out. So no, I just felt bad because I didn't want you to consistently be bonked by mods. You're good. You're good. Hi Kaicho, just wanted to get some things off my chest. But I'm currently taking a semester off college because of mental health reasons. I've been feeling so tired and down since last year, so I decided to take a break. I've stayed at my parents' house right now and I can't help but feel guilty. Guilty to my parents, my family, to myself. After a few months of locking myself up in my apartment, my parents brought me to a therapist and they said I have untreated ADHD that should have been diagnosed a long time ago. Depression and social anxiety. I know it's not all my fault that I'm like this right now. But I can't help but feel sad and guilty. I'm still trying to not blame myself for all the things that has happened, but it's hard. That's all that I have to say. I'm sorry for dumping all of this to you, Kaicho. I love you. Thank you for being one of the source of my happiness in these tough times. You know what? Thank you for sharing this. Something I would say is trauma dumping. Usually you should do it on Streamlabs with actual money. I'm just saying. But on a serious note, when it comes to feeling guilty, like I totally get it, right? I've already said this on stream before, so I'm happy to share it. But there was this big exam that I wanted to take, and I failed it 5 times. Well, sorry, 4 times. When I say fail, it's not like I failed or anything per se. You can't really fail that, but like I just didn't get the score I wanted about like 4 times. I remember every time I did, my confidence dropped again and again and again. Now, back in college, I was actually a very confident kid. I was like, the world seemed easy. The world seemed like it. I felt like that other Anon, what that other Anon said. I felt like I could do anything. The world seemed to revolve around me. I was very lucky almost, but I thought it was obvious because I was smart. I was a smart kid. In high school, I was a cum laude, things like that, you know. So I was a smart kid. And then after when I got that exam, and I realized I'm not doing as well as I thought, I'm not as smart as I thought, my confidence really got beat down. My ego got beat down. My self-love, I guess, really got beat down. So I totally understand where you're coming from. And I totally understand what it feels like when things just seem like it's out of your control. And it's the worst. What I can say is, life isn't all downs, right? Even though it seems like it. For me, it seemed like it for a good 5 years. It was a long time. I was beat down again and again after the exam, after job searching, after like school exams. Life was just like freaking like it was like a blur. It's like just punching me down again and again and again. But then now I graduated from school, and after searching for a good 3 years, I got a job. I studied my ass off and I took this exam, which I don't actually have. I still don't know if I passed it or not. I sincerely hope I did. If not, then I'll probably, I don't know. Well, I hope not. But what I'm trying to say is, life is not always down. There are goods, and it's not always good. So, you know, sometimes there'll be downs, but that's okay. You'll do just fine. Okay. Listen, like I see that the chat says, well, exam does not reflect everything. I totally understand where you're coming from. Let me just comment on that though. There are definitely exams where it just means so much to you, right? Some exams literally chooses the school you go to. Maybe some exams chooses what kind of career you go to. For sure, it's important. And for people who, you know, potentially failed their exam or feel scared about taking exams, what I will say is, yes, it's hella important. You should absolutely do your best. Or if you failed, then yes, definitely do better next time. Sincerely, yeah. Do better next time, man. Go get it. But just know that at the end of this road, you will be fine. That's what you should focus on. Good luck. Good luck, chat. Good luck, my villains. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. You'll be awesome. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Life is too short to be worried about things. Next submission. Okay, so I live in America. I'm so sorry. Have you tried Canada? This Canada is kind of boring, I guess. No shade, but Canada is kind of boring. But I'm just gonna say America's rough, man. Anyway, me and my friends are getting ready to head out for dinner, and as we're walking down the streets, this group of men starts walking towards us. Ooh, okay. You know, maybe they just, you know, they're going for they're just on the way, and maybe they're just walking, you know. I know it sounds scary, but hold on. I look up to, you know, get a tough guy persona up, because it's a big city and kind of the dangerous part of the area. Kind of like, yeah, that's right. I have abs, I have muscles. Imagine my surprise when I end up locking eyes with the singer to my favorite J-rock band in America. That's awesome. Gave a polite nod, and as soon as he walked past us, I ended up collapsing on the ground. Whoa, that's cool. I'm just trying to, like, you know, put it in my, like, trying to put it in perspective. Like, that's like if I was walking down the street and like this group of girls just suddenly walk up. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, hopefully they're not trying to, like, you know, mug me or something. I don't know. I'm like looking all tough. And it's just twice. Just freaking twice. Freaking like Ji-Hill and Momo just like, and lock eyes with freaking Momo. Sends me to Jesus. My friends had to physically pull me to get to our dinner reservation because I was shaking so much I could not move. Never in a million years did I ever expect to run into him. I ran into him later after a concert yet, and I have a photo of us framed on my wall. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. That's actually a really sweet little happening. Thank you so much for sharing. If I lock eyes with Kaicho in public, I'd probably cry and faint. I'd pick you up and I'd be like, why'd you faint, baby girl? And I can't really think of anything to follow up. Honestly, if you do meet me in public, just say hi. And if I say hi and I'll be like, hey, haha, and I'm acting super awkward, it's not because you're making me uncomfortable. It's because I'm making myself uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what word to say. I don't know what word to say. You have the muscle to carry? No, probably not. I have a friend who's very extroverted. And he doesn't really understand what it means to be an introvert. I think like one time I met up with him and he was like, "Oh, why are you so quiet, man? Just tell me, just say something, man." I'm like, "What do I say?" Did you know that? Did you know that tonight the moon is gonna be full and there's a chance that you'll be able to see a meteor shower if you look very, very closely. Did you know that the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list brings out Zodiac Trident, my Oshi, back? Did you know? Did you know that my favorite drink is mango boba? Like what do you want me to say? And I just start crying. And it sends me to Jesus. That actually also reminds me of something. The last part, like I ran into him later after a concert. He had a photo of us framed on my wall. It was actually kind of funny because I remember there was like this show I went to, and basically the performers were performing, and at the end of the show, the performers like lined up at the end, and us audience members kind of were allowed to go in and shake their hands. I was so like shy and introverted that I remember I went there and I didn't realize that I was allowed to shake these people's hands. So there was like 5 performers. I went up to the first performer and I bowed. I'm like, and then I looked to my right and everyone else is shaking hands. I'm like, oh shoot. So from the second person on, I shook their hands and I couldn't help but think, man, that first performer must really think I hate her. They must think I really hate her. Oh, dude, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Like in their perspective, it's like, yo, why is that asshole like not shaking my hand? Like what the hell, bro? Freaking asshole. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I just didn't know. I'm sorry. It's like that, I guess. It's like that sometimes. Oh man. Next submission. An artist signed my chest after the concert and I was so proud. I need to know if you're a guy or a girl. Or anything in between. But I need to know. There's a huge, I don't know, like... I guess doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. But like... I don't know. I feel like it kind of does matter. I'm a girl. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Next submission. Oh man. One day I'd be so popular and... I mean, what? Who said that? What? Okay. Next submission. Thank you so much for 33 months, Eggless. This turns out to be a public confession. Pretty much. Oh, man. Heads up, my story might sound a little plain, but totally true. So here's the deal. My dad remarried my mom when they got together. Yes, you do need to get together first before you remarry. Yes. Which means I already had a half-brother and a half-sister from my dad's side. Your dad was busy! Wait! Whoa! What? Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. I was... Then they had me, but they eventually got divorced. Got it. Wait, no. No. This divorce was after the remarriage. So, okay. So apparently they used ChatGPT to make it read nicer. So unless the AI fucked up massively, let me just try to understand what's going on. Your mom and dad was married, and then they divorced, right? Then your dad got busy. And then they met again, and they got remarried, and then they had you, right? So now you have a half-brother and a half-sister from your dad's side. But then they got divorced again. Okay. So we're all on the same page now. We're on the same page. Okay. My mom later married another man. also on his second marriage. Your mom. Hey, we listen, don't judge. We listen, don't judge. But just saying, your mom might have a certain taste. But anyway, my mom later married another man, also on a second marriage. So I suddenly picked up another stepsister and a younger stepbrother, which begs the question. This is actually a very important question. Let's say you have a Wait, no, not step. It's half. I actually do get those mixed up too, but it looks like a non might have messed that up too. I don't think it's stepsister and stepbrother, right? Right? No, it's half sister, half brother. Yes. No, because they're not half. Because they're not. It's a different man. So is it step? I guess it is step. What is the difference between half? I got a lot of shit from this back today because I actually messed up stepmom and half mom, or was it? No, I messed up mother-in-law and stepmom. I didn't know the difference for a bit, and I got a lot of shit for that back in the day. You're confusing. I'm confusing myself. Shut up. Okay, no, but I think this is right. So you have a stepsister and a stepbrother, and I guess, yeah, you still have your half-brother and half-sister. Okay, got it. So you have a lot of siblings who aren't completely related to you. Got it. Fast forward to my 17th birthday. I accidentally overheard my dad's. Your dad's? How did you overhear your dad? I'm gonna assume that you probably went to your dad's house. I'm gonna assume. My dad chatting with my older siblings and found out he had adopted a girl years ago. Which means, yep, yet another stepsister out there somewhere. I've never met her and don't even know her name. By the way, my dad got divorced again at this. So let me get this straight. Someone said football teams. That's crazy. Let me get this. Let me get this straight on. All right. So. We have your. Let's. Here's the main players of the team, right? Here's. I'm just gonna do stereotypical colors because it's easier. Here's dad. Right, here's dad. And then here's mom, right? Dad just so surprising to me. Dad had a brother. So had how should I do this? Had a this, right? It was like, had a son and a daughter. So it's kind of like this lineage, right? Boom, boom. And then between your dad and mom, they had you. Let's have the main character color be, I guess, red, because you're Power Rangers. Also because I'm red. Clearly main character energy. And then, after divorce, so we're just gonna go ahead and erase this. Your mom decided to marry another man who happened to be, just no reason, just happened to be, has their own okay. And then your dad apparently had this long lost freaking daughter, right? Or long lost adopted daughter. And apparently he was married to someone here too, but they got divorced too. Like, what the hell? What is this family tree? What? And yeah, and then if you connect these two together, you make a carbon dioxide. I don't know. That's crazy. At this point, my parents' love lives are honestly way more complicated than mine. On the bright side, though, on the bright side, though, I'm a pansexual. So in a family this crowded and messy, I'm pretty sure marriage pressure isn't coming my way anytime soon. Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Hey, slay! Slay, girl, slay! I could be a guy. I just say girl because I don't know. Anyway, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's funny. That's really funny. I like this submission. Thank you so much for your submission. That's a good laugh. Yeah, your family tree's wild. I'm not even gonna lie. But I like your positivity. Oh man, thank you for the tea. Oh, that's good too. All right, next submission. Oh wow, that's funny. English is not my first language, so it might be awful. Sorry, don't worry about that. I mean, Japanese is not my first language, and my Japanese is absolutely terrible. On the first day of the semester, I found someone who was my type. Nice. From then on, I kept thinking, how do I even start a conversation without making it awkward? It's me every time. It's me every time in school. It's like a girl I like. This girl's like, oh my gosh, she's kind of cute. I'm never gonna talk to her for the next 4 years. About a month later, we had a group class. He didn't have a team, so I brought him into ours. Lucky me, he ended up right next to me. We had some small talk, and when I mentioned I'm into skateboarding, his eyes lit up. He said, I've always wanted to try. Are you free this weekend? So we met up, skated, and chatted. I get clumsy when I'm nervous, so I worried I didn't seem that fun. Still, we DM'd and even planned to grab a meal after the semester. He also asked me to teach him guitar, so I kept a little hope alive. Yo, you're doing better than I could ever do. What the hell? Yo, you're killing it. Holy moly, that's crazy. I hope this ends well. I think you might have just jinxed it because the next word is butts. No! But a month into the break, I still hadn't heard from him. Then one day I saw his Instagram story. He was with his girlfriend. And the twist, she was my friend. Not just a friend, she was a friend I had just gotten close to. What the heck was going on with them? There's a song. I know. I had a super chat about Soda Pop from Saja Boys. I'm not gonna sing that, but there's a song, very popular in Korea back in the day. Just sing this quickly. Sing this for you. It's by I'll just sing the chorus. Do a translation later as well, but 난 너를 믿었던 만큼 내 친구도 난 너를 믿었던 만큼 내 친구도 믿었기에 난 아무런 부담 없이 널 내 친구에게 소개시켜줬고 그런 만남이 있은 후부터 우리 자주 함께 만나며 즐거운 시간을 보내며 함께 어렸던 커플인데 어느 날 너와 나가 심하게 다툰 그날 이후로 너와 내 친구는 연락도 없고 날 피하는 것 같아. Which translates to I introduced you to my friends and then we fought And then neither of you are contacting me anymore. What's going on? Oh man. Godspeed. I'm so sorry, girl. Could be a guy, but I have a feeling you might be a girl. Godspeed, girl. Hey, take this from a man. Girls are pretty cool. Maybe you should date a girl. Guys suck, bro. Guys suck. Okay, just go find a girl. Okay. Jesus, man. Dear Kaicho, I really have no story in mind, writes. Sorry. What? What? I really have no story in mind, but. Oh, I really have no story in mind right now, but just work. Recently, there's been a change in leadership, and my peaceful work life has been turned upside down. Work has been manageable, but ever since we had this new leader, there was so many changes. New teams have been formed, people have been moved to different teams, and those left in the original team, me included, I expected to do the same amount of work, plus more, but with less people now. My 9 to 6 is more often a 9 to 9 now, and I thought I had it bad. Oh my god. Oof. Today's another stressful day at work. It's also the year-end evaluation season, and we're all expected to seek feedback from colleagues. So why did I decide to write a marshmallow about work? As I read the first feedback I received, I got nothing but praise. Aww! This is from a colleague from a different department that I work closely with. I don't know where I'm going with this, but maybe I'm too focused on the stressful part of my work. At the end of the day, I still have a job and earning money. Hey, I mean, first of all, what a kind friend. What a kind colleague. I don't think there's many colleagues out there who will write you like crazy awesome reviews. That's really nice of them. Oh, that anon is you. Well, you're not anon anymore, but okay. Thank you so much, Katuna, for the submission. Since you came out like that, I'll bring you out. I'll say by name. What I'll say is, I actually read this Reddit post. I know I'm doom scrolling on Reddit. It's very bad, but I actually read this Reddit post just today. There's like this guy who was like, I hate my job. I hate my job. It's super long hours. I get paid a lot, yeah, but I hate my job. What can I think about it? One of the comments was like, hey, at least you're getting paid, and at least you're working long hours in an air-conditioned room or something like that, right? And of course, I don't know, can't know where you're working, but it seems like if you have teams, I'm gonna assume it's probably like an office job. I mean, there's definitely like perks to that as well. I guess that's a really bad way of thinking about things, though. It's like, at least my job is not like this. It's a terrible way of thinking about it. Maybe think about the other perks of your job. You know, like you have nice people nearby. If your job actually has other perks, like my job, right? Here's my job. My job every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. I think this is so cute. Every Wednesday, a cart. One of the employees brings a cart around. It's a snack cart. The thing is, the person who pushed around the cart this last week was someone else. It was a new person, and they had. I was sitting down and I heard like this ice cream truck sound coming out from like somewhere. I was like, oh, I guess I could hear the ice cream truck from my office. I didn't realize that. Then this guy is pushing around the snack cart with the ice cream truck theme song playing. Yeah, it was quite literally anything off the trolley. Yeah, exactly. He was like pushing around this cart, and it's like, he knocked on my door, and I was like, hello, do you want anything from the cart? I'm like, oh my god, they have ice cream? They didn't have ice cream, which was quite disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but they had a lot of snacks. And listen, that's the thing. I know there are a lot of workplaces that have like unlimited snacks and whatever, but you know, it's like the small happinesses in the morning. It's every Wednesday. That means it's tomorrow for me. I cannot wait. It's honestly the highlight of my day to get the snack cart to come out. It's the highlight of my week. So I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited about it. So a small perk, you know, think about the small perks. And yeah, ultimately at the end of the day, you still have a job. You're earning money, and you know that's good for you. Good stuff, right? Good stuff. It is very cute. I remember when I first heard about that perk, I'm like, no way. No one just pushes around a cart and just grabs snacks. That's insane. And then literally, ice cream trucks. Like, I don't even know how it goes, but it's a very cute song. What's in the cart? Snacks? Yeah, snacks. It was like cookies, like chips, chocolates, a lot of chocolate actually, some biscuits. There's like candy too. I don't recommend the candy. Not that you guys are working where I'm working at, but I wouldn't recommend the candy. Anyway. Next submission. Honestly, I don't usually talk about this kind of thing in public. But since I can't stay anonymous here, I feel a bit braver sharing it. Hey, that's the power of being anonymous. I have a crush on my close friends. Oh, yo, give me, yo, girl, oh my god, where's my tea? He's amazing. The student council president. Smart, talented, and great at everything he does. So many people like him. He also has a bunch of adorable white cats. I once told him I like cats, so I'd have a reason to visit his room more often. The truth is, I actually have a cute little yellow chick in my own room. And I'm not even that into cats. He's a... what? He's a quiet, calm person. While I'm loud and outgoing. Sometimes I worry that I might scare him off. But he usually just gives me a small, awkward smile and says it's okay. Really like him. Can you tell me how I can get closer to the person I like? Yo, whoever wrote this, you're a criminal mastermind. I'm sure you have a criminal record. That's crazy. Oh man, I'm just... wow. Hey, my advice? I don't know, like, get him a donut, I guess. You could probably fish him out with that. Jesus, man. Fanfic writers. Go back to your AO free. Next submission. I don't know if this is funny per se, but last winter a squirrel got into our walls. Yes, a squirrel. It was too chunky to be anything else when it walked around, and when I smacked the wall where I heard it walking, it barked at me. Wait. Squirrels bark? And yeah, I learned squirrels could bark. Oh, that's crazy. Horrifying, honestly. So I spent a good 2 weeks crashing out and tracking it so I could keep it out. Luckily, because it was winter, I could use the footprints in the snow surrounding the house to figure out where it was entering and based it off the foot traffic. I was doing warfare with an animal whose brain is the size of a walnut. Embarrassing. And I was crashing out at the idea of it getting to other parts of the house and the walls. I tried several different ways to keep it out. Spray foam, bricks, gravel. Figured out a way every damn time. Eventually the hole was professionally sealed. But I still feel resentment whenever I see a squirrel outside my house. I'm sorry, I'm still at the part that squirrels can bark? Honestly, when I said I'm in your walls, chat, that was a joke, right? Like I always figured walls were like not hollow. But clearly, I guess American walls are not. I guess American walls are hollow. Yeah, plaster. I didn't realize things can go inside the wall. I'm a non-yes, squirrels bark. I have so many questions, but You're watching Kanto? Touche. It was like something I hear the scratching in the walls or something, right? Yeah, Bruno literally lives in your walls. That's crazy, you're right. You're actually right. I don't even think about it that way. You had a rat in mind? You sure it's a rat or is it the... It's Bruno. A freaking hole in my closet, big AF. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I guess, yeah, mice. Because I luckily had never had mice in my walls. Usually in the ceilings. But I guess you're right. Tom and Jerry mouse holes. Oh my god! Oh my god! Huh. I guess I never really thought about it, but yeah, I guess, yeah, walls are hollow. TIO. Oh yeah, I guess you learn new things every day. Yeah, sudden realization, seriously. Alright, next submission. Hello Vermillions, I just recently got into university, starting my third semester soon. Crazy! Oh wow. Congratulations on making it so far in. And in those times, I got 2 crushes that I've already moved on from. Honestly, I think when I was in college, I had like a new crush every day. Like, hey, Ken, thank you so much for remembering me. Thank you. I'm the kind of person who falls in love too quickly. It's very bad. My friends were like, "Here, what the what do you like about this girl?" I'm like, "I don't know, she's cute." Like, that's it? It's like, yeah, I don't know. Are you the popular guy in college? But today, I'll tell you about my first crush. I got to know her during my first semester. She's just a year older than me, but she's also in her first semester. We got along really well. She's a really cool art student, and since we're in the same club, we met quite a lot. Naturally, I grew to have feelings for her, and we exchanged our socials. She looked like she was also into girls. I was happy. I'm sorry. Listen, I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Like, this is like it's my head, right? You know, I'm still growing into the mentality. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have just, you know, assumed your gender like that. I apologize. So yeah, Yuri, Yuri on the ice. Let's go. So, question. What do you mean by she looked like she was also into girls? Like, is that like a thing? Like, I'm just gonna be super blunt about this. If I get canceled for this, I'll see you next year. But, you know, like, I feel like many, like, gay people, you could, like, tell. It's like, God. I'll see you next year. Let's go. Yeah, the gaydar goes off. It does. It does. But I guess I just never really, because I feel like a lot of my lesbian friends, I'm just like, oh, okay, kind of like that. Compared to my gay friends, I'm like, yeah, I knew them. I think it's kind of like that. There's like a bit of difference. Probably more LGBTQ positive aligned vibes. Ah, I see. My gaydar is not strong. My gaydar only rings for men, apparently. It do be like that. Maybe I need a new patch. Has a new update coming yet? The gaydar Max 7 Pro. Anyway, I got to know her during my first semester. I was happy. But then just a couple weeks later, I found out she had a boyfriend. Seems like a non's gaydar wasn't that strong either. Hey, did you get the 8 Pro Max gaydar? You should update yours too, Anon. Now, you'd be surprised by how many girls I know who are attracted to gay guys. Like, they're like, wow, I love this person so much, and apparently gay. It happens. Not only that, she was also completely straight. She wasn't even bi, she was just completely straight. I was sad and disheartened, but I thought, hey, that's okay. We can just be friends. And I was ready to move on. Okay. Well, guess what? She turned out to be my roommate the very next semester. She was a great roommate though. In the end, I did end up moving on, and she also broke up with her boyfriend. It do be like that. It do be like that. Hey, it's okay. You're on your 3rd semester of uni, so that leaves you another like 5? Assuming that's what you mean by semester? Oh, you still have so much time. I don't think I've like started dating until like senior year, I guess. So you have a lot of time. You'll be fine. There's this video I watched a long time ago. I think I still think it rings true. So it was like about like I think it was like a BuzzFeed, I think. It was like one of those comedy videos of like, it's like, hey, straight men, you know, hey guys, hey straight guys, like you gotta be nice, because if you're not, then we're gonna take your woman, right? We'll steal your girlfriends. And we're like, what? Yeah, we dress nice, we clean the house nice, we know how to listen to your girls. Yeah, can you imagine actually listening to girls? Yeah, we actually take good care of them too. Yeah, so be careful, or we'll steal your girlfriends. And I'm like, I'm actually kind of, yeah, I believe you. My house is a mess. I should clean up. I lost my position here. Where is it? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we are. Hello, Kaicho. With this story, I want to try to find maybe if there's anyone like similar to me. I don't know if it's a common thing or not, but I never met anyone who remembers their childhood as early as when you're learning how to walk like me. And it was a pretty vivid memory too. I remember my mom encouraged me to walk and I stumbled. She caught me. She let me walk at her front yard after that, and my mom's white hen suddenly attacked. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. What? Try. Let me try reading that again. What? I remember my mom encouraged me to walk, and I stumbled, and she caught me, and she let me walk at her front yard, and after that, my mom's white hen suddenly attacked me. That chicken was nuts. And that can be a trauma. I'm scared of hens even today in my 30s. What the hen? I also remember I was a very curious 2-year-old. You know the baby shoes that squeaks when you take your step? I remember very vividly I was trying to find the source of the squeaking sound and end up doing a surgery on the shoes. I ripped open the sole and found a small flute-like thing that makes a squeaking sound when you blow on it. Real shit? Oh wait, I actually didn't know that. Wait, that's awesome. Thanks. I was curious. I put it in my mouth. Okay, but you probably shouldn't. And it keeps making squeaking sounds from my mouth until mom confiscated the thing after realizing my shoes weren't making sounds anymore. Interesting. Do I have a distinct childhood memory I have? when I was like, I don't think it was, I wasn't that young though. Anything like 2 years old. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I forgot everything that happened like yesterday since. Like, I don't, let alone 2 years old, I don't even remember what I ate yesterday. Like, oh my god, that's crazy. I will say I have a very faint memory of my childhood home. I grew up in I guess you could say this. I grew up when after I was born. I grew up in Wisconsin, actually, Wisconsin, America, for a bit. Just like from like when I was like 2, 3 years old, 4 years old, and I was never back there until this year. And before that, all I could think of was I remembered seeing a grass hill. Like in my head, I see grass. I see like a front porch. I see grass, and it was like a hill. And I remember I went there. I went back to Wisconsin with my parents for a family trip. I was like, yeah, let's talk about where you were born, you know, or not what, you know, where you grew up and things like that. Not where you're born. I was born somewhere else, but I moved to Wisconsin very early in my life, and we were walking around because we knew where the area was. There's a bunch of houses, right? And I was walking there, and we couldn't figure out. My parents couldn't figure out which building it was. Like there was a bunch of several condos, and we weren't sure which condo it was. Is it a condo? Is that even the right word? But you know what I mean, right? Like it was, which building it was. And I was like, wait. From my memory, I remembered it was a hilly grass. It looks like that's the only condo over there that has a grass hill. So I walked there, and my parents were like, "Yes, it's this, and there's like a I think it's like basically a Spanish family was living there. It's like, well, what's going on? I'm like, no, we're not trying to do anything. We're just like very surprised because we're just trying to look at our old house, because it's like it's been a minute. And they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I do have like very faint memories of like that, But other than that, no, I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. Next submission. I'd like to share some moments from my 2-day solo trip. I went to Kurashiki's Bikan. I want to say Bikan district. A place I'd long wanted to see, bringing my camera and papicho. On the way, I met a black Shiba puppy who jumped on me right away. I also have a black Shiba at home, but she's 5 now. Chatting with the owner while the puppy licked my hand made me so happy. Later in a pretty alley, I asked a girl nearby to take my photo. She kindly agreed and noticed my photo wasn't in Japanese and asked where I was from. She said she was Korean. I tried my broken Korean. 한국 사람이에요? And we started chatting. We found we were both solo travelers from Osaka, and sadly she was leaving that day, but we exchanged contacts and promised to meet again for a meal. The trip was special. I visited every place I wanted, ate everything I craved, and took many photos. It's my first time staying abroad fully alone, and I didn't expect to make a friend along the way. Maybe it's simple, but I truly love this trip. Oh, that's very sweet. Sometimes it's simple things, and if you ask me, like having that connection with a complete stranger like that, that's not simple. That's rare. That's super rare. I think that's awesome. That's a very sweet story. Thank you so much, Anon. That's actually really cute. Yeah, slice of life. I like slice of life. Yeah, slice of lice. What the hell? Slice of life, not lice. A slice of life. Yes, I was a slice of life. Next submission. When I was in middle school, I had a weird relationship with one of my classmates. Yo, what the? Classmates. Life. Classmates. Guess I'm getting a little sleepy. I have been talking nonstop for the past 2 hours. I had a weird relationship with one of my classmates. It was obvious that he liked me and even asked me out, but I said no! My parents are Korean and told me they'd kill me if I dated anyone before getting into university. I like how you had to. I like how Non had to say, yeah, my parents are Korean. Like they didn't actually have to put that in. They could have just said, yeah, my parents, didn't want me to date before getting to uni. But they had to preface it by saying my parents are Korean because there's meaning behind that. You know what I mean? That means something. Her parents being Korean, that means something. It's funny. I love that. It's funny. Though I secretly dated a few times anyway. Yo. It's disobedience. Oh my god. One day it was his birthday and some of his female friends kissed him on the cheek as a what the fuck? Yo, what the hell? Oh, where was my kiss on my cheeks? Where were my kisses? Where were my kisses in middle school? That's crazy. Then he also asked me to kiss his cheek as his birthday present. Was like, hey, Yogi. Yuck. Ew. And guess what? I actually kissed him. It's kind of cringe, but also a cute memory that has stayed with me until today. Funnily enough, he became my ex-boyfriend. It's I like how Anan was like, he became my ex-boyfriend. Normally you say he became my boyfriend and then we broke up. No. She skipped. She was like, he became my ex-boyfriend. yeah, that dating happened too. But yeah, we became my ex-boyfriend. Look at that. Oh, I love your storytelling. That's good. That's good writing. That's fire writing. Thank you for the submission. That's good. Yeah, the time skip is crazy. Oh man, like if a well, I guess it's different from a guy versus girl, but like if I were a girl and a guy asked me out and I said no, and then the guy was like, hey, kiss me on the cheek, I guess Anon kind of liked them. I guess Anon liked him, and that's the only conclusion I could have. I guess the only reason why Anon said no is because of the family, because of the those pesky Korean parents. Oh man, I can't believe you emphasized that. And next submission. Hi Bear, I have a super embarrassing story from high school. At my school, we had this tradition of walking along a seaside trail near the school a few times a year to get some exercise. One of those walks was in late March. Since it was still early in the school year, I sometimes got confused about who was in my class. Alright, that's fair. While walking, my few friends up ahead pulled out their phones to take a picture. I turned to my friend next to me and said, hey, let's take one too. Make a peace sign. But she didn't respond. So I went over alone and made the peace sign, but they seemed a bit hesitant to press the shutter. And they pressed it, but they were very reluctant. Then I realized what had happened. I thought I was just with my classmates, but somehow students from other classes had mixed in. In the end, I hadn't been taking a photo with someone from another I had been taking a photo with someone from another class, someone whose face and name I didn't even know. I was so embarrassed that day, and I'm still kicking myself for it. Oh, that happens. That happens. I feel like embarrassing memories do stick a lot longer in your head. I had this very embarrassing memory. It's like in middle school, elementary school, middle school probably. We're doing like this run, like we had gym class, and the gym teacher made us run like really long laps, and I was dying. I was tired. Right, like this girl across me, like there was like this lawn. There was a girl about like 10 feet away from me, 5 feet away from me. She was running too, and she's like, F you! She like just shouts the F word super loud, like F you. Now me being the emo kid, I was going through puberty. I thought everything was against me. So I thought she was like swearing at me for some reason. So I was like, no! F you too. And she was like, no, I'm not swearing at you. I'm swearing at the gym teacher, you know, because he's making us run. I'm like, oh. Okay. Whoops. That was really embarrassing. To this day, I cannot forget it. I can't forget it. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Like middle school Bear was unhinged. He said some wild stuff. See, that's another thing I'm happy about being an adult. At least I mean, I still say stupid stuff, but at least I don't say stupid stuff. Oh man. Hi Kaicho. First, I'm not good at English, so I watch your streams over and over until I can understand. Cause I love you and I want to understand you. Oh, wow. Oh my god. The other day I noticed I could get about 80% of what you're saying. It gave me a big confidence boost. Whoa, okay. Wait, that's huge. 80%? Like, I talk pretty fast. Like, I do feel like a lot of people did say I do talk, like, I guess, like formally, like formal English, if that makes sense. But I do talk very fast. That's impressive. For a long time I was unemployed, like a K-pop star. Yo, why though? Why you gotta throw shade like that though? That's crazy. Why you gotta But with that new confidence, I went to an interview just a few days ago. I felt like I could do absolutely anything. So I'll be starting work next month. What? Yo! Thank you, Kaicho. For me, it's a big step forward. By the way, I didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh before, but thanks to you, I've become really knowledgeable. Now my nephew, who's 7 years old, thinks I'm cool. Thanks. Yo, Anon, holy moly, yo. Okay, well, since I basically got you that job, you know, just 10% of your first month's salary, just here's my PayPal, you know. Now, congratulations. I'm so happy to hear that. Honestly, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, I'm unemployed. Don't you worry. You listen to you watch the Vermillion stream and you get to the job. No problem. Guarantee. 100% guarantee. No payback. I don't do that. That was awesome. Dude. Congratulations. That's crazy. Oof. All right, so we're gonna do maybe, I don't want to say 2-3 more, then we'll call it a day. Next submission. We date for 3 years. Oh, wait, I'm confused. We dated for 3 years, and it's not like I don't love him anymore. It's just that I realized that he wasn't the person I want to be together anymore. I replied and tried to explain at first, but it kept hurting me seeing those words. Eventually, I blocked him and tried to move on. 2 weeks later, he fell for another girl. I heard from our mutual friend that he said the girl gave him feelings I've never had. So the girl gave him feelings that Anon never gave him, essentially. Really broke my heart. Feels like the past 3 years means nothing to him. That the sweet past were all lies. I'm still stuck in this, but he already started the second relationship after me. I can't help but think about it. If the whole thing was my fault. If I didn't break up with him, would everything still be fine? Or, you know, I really did something wrong, leads to the end. Oh. Well, here's what I thought. Here's what I think. First of all, I'm gonna First of all, I'm gonna start with this. Once you broke up with someone, they're free to do whatever they want. That's something you need to get over with, right? You break up with someone, and they date. That's their choice, and you can't that's just how it works, right? I mean, you broke up with them. You have no more, I guess, quote unquote, like binding over them. You know what I mean? You have no say over that. Having been said, here's my second point. I understand where you're coming from. From what it sounds like, it seems like you weren't actually over him. but you also didn't think that it was gonna lead anywhere. So you kind of had to, you had to make that decision. And even though you smile, like I remember my ex, very sad story, if you're ready to hear it. So she broke up with me, which is, her biggest mistake ever, because I'm like the perfect man, obviously. But she broke up with me, and we had like this, we had this nickname thing going on. Let's just say, baby for now. Why not? Let's just say baby. And then she broke up with me, and I'm like, all right, well, okay, if you're gonna break up with me, that's fine, I guess. Like I'm that's it sucks. But then she still calls me by that nickname. She still calls me baby. And I'm like, girl, first of all, why are we still talking? And secondly, don't call me by that. Right? You broke up with me. Why are you still saying that? And she's like, well, I mean, I don't want to change that. I don't want to say other, like, I don't want to stop calling you baby. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, I guess it's the same idea, right? It's like, just because you broke up with someone, and even though you're the one who broke up with them, doesn't mean that you necessarily are over them. And I guess that's just a good example of that too. As the receiving end, I didn't understand at all. You broke up with me, then like if you still have feelings for me, then what the hell? But Anon, here's my 2 cents. You'll find someone. You'll absolutely find someone. And I don't say that lightly. If you made that decision, especially it seems like you still like this person, you still had to make that big decision of like, nope, I'm gonna move on. Right? We have to end that. That's brave on you. That's big on you. And I totally, it's your feelings are super valid too, of course. You feel like that guy, moved on too quickly, and I totally get it. But now that you guys are two different, basically acquaintances, essentially. Maybe friends, but acquaintances. Let him live his life, and make sure you live your life. And I'm sure it'll all work out. You'll do just fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. They also put in parentheses, I thought this was cute. By the way, I set your original song as my alarm, so I wake up every day and feel very happy. Ryu and your beautiful voice. Yeah, stream my original song up. No, thank you. Thank you for your submission. And thank you so much for the open submission too. I mean, it's a very valid feeling. Absolutely. There's another one. Here's a short one, so I'll quickly read for this and maybe read one more. One or two more. I made out with this random girl at a carnival event during my Brazil trip a few months ago. Woo! Yo, Brazil? I thought, whoa, yo, Latin America? Oh, I heard there's like beauties over there. Oh my god. I'm an introvert who looks like a deer in headlights whenever someone looks in my general direction. But I had your Poppy on my bag when it happens. So I'm just gonna thank you for that. I literally didn't even get her name, but she wanted me bad. Stan Vermillion to get girls to like you, I guess? I love Yuri, gay men, etc, etc. Yo, where's my Poppy? Give me a second. Yo, where's Poppy? Show? Give me a second. I need to put that on my bag. What the hell? That's crazy. That's awesome. Poppy the Rizzler. Oh yeah, I gotta bring Poppy. Yeah, exactly. We gotta bring Poppy out like everywhere. That's crazy. Here's another one. You lost me? That's crazy. I can't. Disappointed. Hey, maybe one day if I'm super popular, right, I could get another Poppy show too, be like a new Poppy. Like how Kagami Senpai has like 2 or 3 Poppies. So spread the word. Dear Kaicho, it is a story happens... Sorry. This is a story that happened during the Chinese New Year schooling. In Chinese culture, we usually gamble during the New Year celebration. Are you sure? that really how you want to start your new year? By like potentially losing all your money? That okay, sure, whatever. Yeah. Probably mahjong, right? I'm guessing also. That's crazy. The students began with someone. So the students began, and you know, someone brought the poker cards to the school for gambling. I'm a scaredy cat, so I use Uno cards to gamble money with my friend by using the poker game rules. One of my friends took pictures during the chaos. However, one of my friends, she brought her phone to school and accidentally got caught. Unfortunately, her phone gallery got checked by the teacher, which, by the way, in America is technically illegal unless you actually have probable cause, or at the very least, you know, reasonable suspicion that the phone gallery was connected to, you know, some kind of crime. But that is beside the point. Unfortunately, her phone gallery got checked by the teacher. Everyone who was spotted in the picture got summoned to the discipline room due to breaking the school rules. And I luckily escaped from that. What? Wait. Huh? You avoided it? So you weren't in the photo? Is it because you were playing Uno cards that they didn't take the photo with you? They're like, no, I don't want... This is for the cool people. This is a photo for the cool kids, you know? Only the cool kids. Or maybe you were in the photo, and the teacher looked at it and was like, huh, that doesn't look like poker cards. That's an Uno card. Shh. She's fine. Yo, you're playing 4D chess! Yo, Happy New Year! That's crazy! Whoa! 很好, liu liu liu. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's crazy. That's crazy. Here's another submission. Oh, these two actually, I actually saved these two on purpose because it's crazy. I have a crush on a boy before. I had a crush on a boy before. He's gay. He's homosexual, and I knew that. We always chatted frequently. He even shared me the story that he went to a hotel with his boyfriend. But after he broke up with that guy, who was his boyfriend, I still asked him, could you give me a chance? He told me, if you are a male, we would be in a relationship. No, I heard that the technical advancements in the medical sector has achieved new heights recently. But what I will say is that's kind of on you. That's kind of on you. You crushed on a gay guy. It's kind of on you. I'm not gonna lie. It's unfortunate, but is that the norm? Is that not the norm? I mean, it's totally understandable, right? Like, in his perspective, it's a very okay thing to say. Like, if you're a guy, yeah, maybe we'll be dating. But like, in the receiving end, it's kind of like, especially if you're like genuinely like someone, and they're like, yeah, if you were a guy, like that's like saying like a girl that I really liked was like, yeah, Ver, if you were a girl, we'd be in a relationship. I'd be like, well, fudge. that gives me pretty much no option, right? That's it. Like, unless I cut it off, I'm like... Because I say that to my girlfriend. I mean, the difference is like, do your girlfriends like love you? Like IRL? You know, like they really want to be with you or something? You know, that's different, right? But yeah, again, that's kind of on you, unfortunately. I have to say, it's I guess that's what happens when you date someone who's not interested in your gender. Here's a next submission. TLDR, this year I received confirmation that I'm into both girls and boys, into both girls and guys, yippee. But also, doomed Yuri, sad. What? What? Before this, I only ever had one crush on a guy, so I knew I was into them. I had a hunch that I might be into girls, but I did not have time or space to explore that part of me. That's fair. Earlier this year, I had a sleepover with a good friends. I knew her for a few years at that point, and I noticed that I tended to hang around her more than other friends in our group. I just chalked it up to the really good chemistry we had. During the sleepover, we were watching a video together on the same bed. And my brain thought, dang, I really want to cover in kisses right now. I hence realized I was bi. Congratulations, you have upgraded to the next level. Oh yeah. Wow. I think I would probably never be able to do that. Like if I... Oh god, no, I don't even want to think. I'm not even gonna go there. I see. Well, congratulations. Now, I know she's 100% straight. So I'm just keeping the love quiet and hoping it'll pass. It's a sad. A few months later, we have a convo about dating, and she said, if you were a guy, I would definitely date you right now. Yo, is this like a trend? Doomed Yuri for real. Oh my god. I like how we just had... We had two variations of this, right? From a straight woman to a gay guy, and now a gay or a bi woman to a straight woman. It do be like that. Yeah, sometimes people just fall for, you know, just it's Doom's Yuri, quite literally. Wow. Good luck. Oh man, that's wild. Oof. Oh, it's actually there's just two more. There's just two more to read that I had. So I guess I'll just quickly go through. I got this. And then we'll call it a day. As a villain who followed you for 2 years, I saw a lot in you and learned a great deal from you. I successfully graduated from university and I continued to pursue my master's degree until now. A few months ago, seeing you make your 3D debut, XSOLEIL concerts, and finally release your own original song made me very happy for you. I am a boring person who doesn't know what story to tell, but I want to share this with you. Those who work hard will ultimately have good results. Thank you for staying with us until now, and even when you're busy, letting us know you've been here all along. Love you, VR. Aww, I like that. It's words of wisdom from Anon. Those who work hard will ultimately have good results. You know, that phrase, those who work hard will ultimately have good results, I could concise that. I could shorten that into a very catchy, memorable catchphrase. You ready? You'll do just fine. Hey, copyrighted. Trademark. Yeah. Alright, last one. Last submission. Well, not a long time ago, I was in an internship period, and at that time, I felt quite burned out. I was bored. I can't draw, even if it has always been my passion. My everything. There was one day where I found some guy who I never knew he would change my life. His laugh, his talking voice. When I heard him talking, I started to smile. Each day was getting brighter. His smile was so cute that I wanted to draw him. Wow, you draw a guy? That's crazy. He made me want to draw again. Now I'm back with my passion. Continue to draw, work peacefully while listening to him talk, and try to wake up every morning just to communicate with him because we're in a different time zone. Ooh, long distance. That's hard, but I mean, if someone's like, how much do you need to like a person to feel like I want to draw this person, to like get out of drawing block just to draw this person? That's crazy. That's deep love. That's sincere, pure, deep love. I like that. Anyway, continuing. I just want to tell that because of him, I can be happy again. Wow, it sounds like he's a very important person. That's great. Important person to you, he sounds like a great guy. Sounds like a great guy. Anyway, his name is Vermillion. I should have seen it coming. I should have seen. I should have seen. I should have known. Oh wow. Do you know him? Yeah, I heard about the guy. Hey, thank you so much for the submission. That's really sweet. That's really kind. I'm happy to have helped you out of your drawing block. That's how much did I pay them? Hey, just give me your PayPal later. I'll send you the money. Thank you so much for the submissions, guys. Sincerely. Kaiju, did you submit it yourself? As if I could write so eloquently. No, this person is apparently Thai too, so it's really awesome. Thank you so much for the submissions. Thank you so much for the interest in my radio stream. I actually had a lot of fun. Being able to read through your submissions is always a pleasure, and being able to kind of sift through your thoughts and your days and your feelings is great. It's great. It's great. Get your damn sleep. I'll get my sleep when I want to. I'm gonna try to make this radio stream a weekly thing. Every time. So as you guys know from my kind of like new updated schedules, quote unquote, I'm gonna be streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 9 p.m. EST, or also known as, you know, the day after is 10 a.m. right? And I'm trying my best to make this a regular content, because I feel like, you know, I'm sure right now, right? I'm not checking the numbers right now, but I feel like if I consistently do the radio streams, then hopefully one day, you know, more people watch, and I think it's a cute way to interact with you guys and, you know, have a good time. It's a very chill stream too. Chill boy, thank you so much for joining the villain chef. Thank you. Rawr, thank you. Next topic though. What should the next topic be? I feel like these kind of like short kind of like story ideas are pretty good for like the regular one. Just kind of like, what happened in your day? Just send anything you want, and we could do that a bit. Maybe later we could do like, you know, more special ones like hey, tell me about your craziest confessions or something. Speaking of, there was actually one thing that I read that I decided not to share, but apparently someone just say one of the submissions was something on the lines of hey there, guess what, I do my hands are on my body sometimes when I'm watching you, is the best way I could put it. I'm like, oh oh my, oh, I don't think I gave that vibe. I feel like I should be more like what's the word, like touched, I guess, but the only thing that's being touched is apparently you. Anyway, a horror stream? Oh, right. Last time we did a horror story. That is fun. Maybe we should do that. That's a great idea. Maybe around like near the end of October. I think that's a good idea. We'll do one of those. But yeah. Otherwise, that should be it. If that's all that is to be said, then I might as well go ahead and call it a night. How's that boba tea shop? I don't think we're there yet though, no? I'm pretty sure we're not there yet. That was because it only counts gifts, I think, right? So I think we're still at like 250 something, no? I mean, if someone drops a 50 gifter right now, I'm just saying. 5 gifts, oh, rawr. Thank you.
Streams are my fave. Thanks for this, Keiku.
Thank you so much for the Thank you so much for the Rainforest. Thank you so much, Rainforest, for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Rawr. Thank you. And Chio Boy since radio streams are my fave. I mean, they're fun too. I have a lot of fun doing it too, so for sure. For sure. I'm glad you like it. Adi said, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. Rawr. Thank you. Such kindness. Where is it? I have the... It was like 250 something, right? 233? No, it's like... Recently graduated, so I wanted to share some of my happiness. Congratulations on your graduation! See? That rhymed because I'm a rapper. Call me a rapper Vivi. Hey, yo. Congratulations on your graduation. Hey. I guess you can say... I bring my snow halation because that's a song that I happen to know. And it's not in my imagination. Hey. Yeah, whatever. It should be at 268 right now. 515. And then Yen, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. Rawr. Thank you. So I believe that's at 273 now, right? I believe, if I'm not wrong. Yes. 273. Leah, thank you so much for the remembering me. Thank you for the radio stream. You accompanied me to work and for the first 1.5 hours of work. Yeah, sounds good. Oh yeah. How many gifted are left for the game? 162. Just kidding. It's at 27 left. And now it's 22 left. Cat Nuna, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Rawr. Thank you. I was roaring. I'm roaring like crazy. What are you talking about? I'm rawr. You said 50, right? Well, now it's I think now it's 22. I think I need to quickly end stream before it gets worse. Yeah, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for remembering me. Thank you. Thank you for the rawr. Thank you. So I'm gonna run away now. Have a good day. Yes, sir. Have a good day. Have a good night. Oh, Maito, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you. Rawr. Thank you. Oh shit. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Nice. Bye. Have a good night. See you later. See you on Thursday. Bye.